We are well into the negatives this morning. It was a -7 when I woke up this morning. It is now -4. So it is not particularly warm. Oh, I left the door open. Gotta learn all these new things. Gotta keep all the doors closed so it stays warm inside. Look at this winter wonderland! Even the tie is frozen. Oh wait, I gotta go look at the bucket. Wait. The other day, Dad and I were screwing around with this bucket and we threw a log into it. And now it's frozen. It's totally frozen. I can't even crack it. I can't get the log out.
Oh, can't get the log out?
Nope.
What are you doing?
It's cold. Hee hee.
Why are we going on a bike ride?
Because it's fun. And good for you.
And it's good for you.
It's crazy how quickly everything changes overnight. Like yesterday everything was like autumny. And now it's winter, the cars are frozen. And there's frozen leaves and frozen ground.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's weird. Just like immediately. I said to Mum last week that one of the things that I love about Europe is that these little markets are like actually useful. They're not just like little gimmick things, but it's actually where you would come every week to like buy bread, or like get cheese, or buy some clothes or groceries or something like that. It's super cool. In theory, you could do your entire life shopping here. Like you got food, you got these little clothes stores, jewelry, sweets, Tupperware, groceries coming in over here. It's like, it's not a gimmick like it is in other countries. Here it's like, this is just a place that you go to get your life sorted for the week.
Dankjewel. Papiertjes erbij. Geweldig.
Dankjewel. G, do you want to do your jeans update?
They're frozen. All the bacteria and yucky bits are now dead. So now we can defrost them, defrost them in the bathroom.
They're proper frozen now. I was kind of hoping they'd stand up by themselves.
Yeah, me too, but it's not cold enough for them.
They
And
will.
there's not enough water in them.
No. Later. As you can see, it is still very cold. It's late in the afternoon now. It's like, well, late in the afternoon in terms of this time. It's like 3 o'clock now-ish. 2:45. My day ends kind of here. I'm gonna just kind of chill out and hang out. A lot of stuff is gonna move really quickly from this week, so I'm kind of taking every opportunity I can to hang out and just exist for a little bit. This is my little vacation, like I mentioned a little while ago, so it's good to kind of get back my brain. But I really wanted to quickly talk about something that I've seen popping up more and more now that a couple of my movies recently have been doing a little bit better, which is people saying, it's kind of sad that you've done, you know, whatever, today is 246, I think, or 346 daily vlogs without like massive growth. But I just wanted to restate that was never the point of this vlog. This vlog started for 2 reasons. One, I wanted to be able to prove to myself that I'd be able to do something every single day and improve my skills as a filmmaker. That was number one. That was the only reason I started it. Included in that number one is the fact that I ultimately want to create, included in that number one is that ultimately I want content creation to be my main Jesus, this cold is not. And included in that number one is the fact that I ultimately want content creation to be my main source of income. But I didn't really know what I wanted to create yet, so I wanted to spend a year just making a bunch of different stuff, and eventually one of them would stick, and one of them has, and one of them will be the main source of content. Like I said, I will talk about that more later. And number two, I was 21 this year. And I feel like 21 is one of those years that's really influential in your life, and I wanted to be able to look back when I'm 25, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, be able to look back at that year of my life and be able to share that with my, you know, future children or friends or family or whatever, and just have a snapshot of what I did in that year. So it's never been for me about views or subscribers or watch time or any of the general YouTube analytics. And sometimes it has been, admittedly, and I've fallen down into that trap, but ultimately it's always been, and it will continue to be for me, about the creation of something that I love. Granted, next year I will be focused a lot more on analytics and making content that serves the algorithm in some way and serves the viewer in some way, in a bid to make this my full-time income. But I just wanted to address that really quickly because I know that it's kind of a weird thing, kind of hard to talk about, but I love what I do, and I'm so proud of myself for what I've completed this year, and I'll talk about that more in the last vlog, but just wanted to address that really quickly. Really quickly, he says, after doing a whole 3-minute section on talking about the vlog. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to show you really quickly that this bucket from the other day is completely frozen over. I smashed it with a log before to try to break through it, but it's not budging anywhere. Alright, well, that's it. That's the end of the vlog, unless something spectacular happens, but I don't think it will. I'm gonna hang out, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.